sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Ever have a game where things just didn't quite go as planned? The game I used to play, the saying for that became all gone bad. I started off just seeing one Panther, was going to do a quick drive-by. Oh, he's got two with him. I believe this was a coordinated group. So I was thinking, okay, no problem, I will do some spotting targets because I have friends on the hill above me. They're going to be firing down, and then I realized they abandoned the hill and moved off into another direction. So I'm here alone. Fun. So I'm trying to get out now. I guess I should have paid a little more attention there, but trying to twist my torso, give them the side shots of my arms. Did a lot of damage to my legs, particularly one leg, but it's like, okay, no problem, we'll move along. And then the opposing team took the hill above me and where my associates were supposed to be. So they're firing down on me as well, so it's fun, fun, fun. So I'm just going full out. It's kind of funny when 148 kph seems slow. I guess I run a lot of fast stuff. Every now and then I'll run an assault mech. Yeah, I do have some in my inventory, but I will finally just... I'm only 56 kph, it's so slow. Try to do a little bit of weaving and using some terrain. Trying to assess my position and my options. Then another light mech just chased me a little bit. Of all my mechs, most of them, once I master them, I'll play them a little bit, but usually sit around 20 or 30,000 experience on them. I have a few in the 50, 60,000 range, but my Cicadia, for some reason, is almost 100,000 experience on it. Alright, I was successfully able to withdraw to the other end of the map, and thought I'd do a little bit of sniping since I got the extended range and the heat dissipating bonuses on here, along with the seismic sensors and the shock absorbers, which is as much as pimped out as I've done with any mech. This one does not have a massive amount of work on it. Most of my mechs I just run stock because that's just the way I am. I don't have anything against people who do add all the spinning hubcaps, etc. Just doing a range test there. And I forgot they're all torso mounted. I don't have arms on this one with weapons. So, drop down, and just enough damage to take out my leg. And I'm legged now. As I said, all gone bad. Just one of those games where things just didn't work out. But at least I'm doing some damage, I'm fighting back, I'm limping along, waiting to die at this point, because there's not much left this mech can do. But I'm still in the game, fighting on. Trying to see if I can do some sniping shots. But at this point, I basically decided I'm just going to suicide and end it, because there's not much I can do. There's a mech, I'll just charge at him and shoot him. Of course, with the high speed, being crippled in the losing the leg, at least I still have a decent maneuvering. When an Atlas loses a leg, it's there. You're a pillbox. And just charging at him. Just kill me, you Kodiak. Goes after my leg. Apparently didn't know my center torso was open. Everything else. But it's finally over. Did over 300 damage at least, so it's at least respectable. In this game, River City, I held back for a little bit, trying to see where the opponent was going to deploy. And seeing that they were mostly to the middle and northern end, I swung around here and thought I'd harass the flank, spot some targets, do my proper fast mech support role. Came across some clan mechs in this match. What's funny is I'm really not much of a clan mech player. I bought some primarily because I was with a group that wanted to do a lot of community warfare and camp, and if they wanted to do a clan drop, I would have had to have clan mechs. So I bought just enough to do the appropriate tonnage. And then I mastered them and shelved them. They all have like 1,000 and some points on them. Hardly any play on them at all. I just like the Inner Sphere mix. I'm just free birth Inner Sphere scum. Alright, so we got the Storm Crow. Nice shots coming in on him. Spotting. A little bit of support with this other mech. Picking on him. He decides to withdraw. Sizer picks up another mech in the area. So I can tell a direction he's going in. So I got this Shadow Cat, which is very comparable to the Cicadia in its overall performance, speed, etc. And just picking on him, on and on and on, just going after him. As he withdraws, I don't know why he was ignoring me so much. Trying to wait for his jump jets to run out, see if I can get a good shot on his back. Give a little bit of chase, but I don't want to be follow him into a trap. I do that to a lot of players. They give chase to me, and I'll run over to some assault mechs. Hey, would you take care of him for me? So I'm kind of cautious. I'm expecting him to double back on me. Things that I do to other players as well, using buildings as cover. So I'm just kind of dogging him, but I'm being cautious in my pursuit. I half expected him to double back on me, and he didn't. So to feel their parting shots, basically took off both his arms, tore up legs and center torso. He was pretty gimped at that point. So I loop around, trying to make sure everything else is clear. It looks like the opponents are mostly in the center, but they've already crossed the water, and they are on to the north. Trying to spot some targets, get to assess where they are. I don't want to run out there in the middle of an enemy force, being a lightly armored mech. But much of this one, I was just having a hard time finding the enemy. A little bit of damage there. Again, they all started swinging up to the north. It's like, okay, I'll run up on top of the hill and do some fire support with my extended range. Wahaha. Peeking up through the buildings here. Again, I want to make sure I don't walk into a trap or get overly exposed. We are down. You can't see it because I still had the non-registered version with this at the time I was recording this. I basically picked on this stalker here and just started pouring fire into that one.
New target acquired.
Let my heat build up. Start taking some fire. So I'm going to relocate. I don't normally use the night vision, or I mean the heat vision. I prefer the night vision in low light situations. Just harder for me to see everything else. So at this point I realize, oh, the last of our team is out, so I am alone against 8 opponents. It's okay, that's alright, I'm still fresh, and I'm going to run all the way to the south end. Primarily because I want to loop around. I want to make sure they're going to spread out looking for me. So I want to make sure they do spread out because I cannot face them all at once. Otherwise I will die. Just because sheer volume. I have had a few battles where it was just me versus 4 or 5 or 6 players. Towards the end of the match they're usually beat up anyway, so I don't have a lot of fight, and I have been able to bring it back. I have pulled off some wins, or some very close wins at that. But this one, 8 players is a bit much, so I want to give them plenty of time to spread out. And see if I can do a little bit of a long shot on those guys that detect. There's a Vindicator, I believe it was. And die. Alright, that's one. So there's 7 opponents. Still fresh, but I can't afford a lot of damage. I'm trying to hide in the buildings. With that engagement, they would have had a shot of where I am, so they'll start congregating over there. So if I loop around the other way, I may miss them, be able to pick up a lone mech or two, take those down, and then carry on with my little guerrilla campaign for victory. This is where speed really comes in handy. You can kind of pick your engagements. I will pick this guy, I will attack him, I don't want to fight that guy, I will disengage and run.
New target acquired.
And there's another one down. So now there are 6 opponents. My confidence is up. Whoa, I can do this! Unfortunately, this is a assault mech with a little more meat to him. But he didn't seem very familiar with facing us fast mechs. A couple times I looped around behind him, but he does have a lot of firepower. I don't want to play with him much. So, loop around over here. See if I can come back. Had a maneuver, kind of messed up that shot. This crab comes on the scene as well. I don't want to play with 2 at once, so we will run. What Cicadias do best. One of the reasons I like the Cicadia is it's very fast, and it also has a bit more armor. Even the Jenner, I find just a little too fragile. The Cicadia, I find, just takes a lot more damage. Between the armor and the internal structure within it, it can just carry just a little bit more. Just trying to keep maneuvering and shooting. Unfortunately, my recorder ran out right there, and my legs ran out just before it. I died just moments afterwards, but I did take down a total of 3 mechs and a good amount of damage. So it's respectable, at least. But one of those matches where didn't quite go according to plan.